Hey, 我们又见面了. Oh no. So we only left 2 more days to end of book fair. Have you bought your books already? And today we are back here at Goodreads Live. And of course, we will have the link for you to win $5 coupon. So do remember to click in the link at our comments area, and we have 100 pieces of $5 book voucher to give away. So if you have not purchased any books, now is the time. Click on the link and you are going to be the 100 winners of this $5 book voucher, and you will get a chance to win more things at book fair and get more deals. Okay, so today we have with us is Ling from Asiapac Books. Hello, Ling.
Hello. Hi to all the book fair viewers, and hi to Ngee Ann. Good to see
Hello.
you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot to introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Ngee Ann. I'm the digital content specialist from ZB School Student Publication. And Ling, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi everyone. I'm Ling. I'm the manager of Asiapac Books. Asiapac Books is a local book publisher. We publish mostly comic books and also picture books for children. So it's very nice to be here today, and it's nice to meet everyone.
And I need to tell everyone, Ling not only a very hardcore supporter for Asia Pac Books, they are very hardcore supporter of book fair. But Ling also a very, very hardcore supporter. Why? Because she has been with us since very, very, very young. Literally, she grew up in our book fair. So maybe you can share with us how come when you were so young, you were at our book fair already.
So I was sharing with Ngee Ann earlier today. For the Singapore Book Fair, I've been going there since I was really a very small child. Because Asiapac Books was founded by my mom, Lim, and it's a small business, so we were helping our mom during the book fairs all these years. And then as small children, we'll go to the book fair at Suntec, and then we'll spend the whole day there. We'll stand in front of the escalator and give out flyers. So in that sense, this is primary school, I think 10 years old, 11 years old. So I love going to the book fair. It's a part of my childhood.
You start giving out flyers. Then subsequently, when you grew up, you start to handle cash, is it? You become the cashier.
Yeah. So everything lah. So we help with the running the booth, help to tidy up, and then also do a bit of cashier, things like that. So I'm very, very familiar with the book fairs every year. And then so the last few years I've been working in Asiapac Books full time. So those 2 years we also participated in the Singapore Book Fair before it became an online event. So very happy to be supporting so many years and also see so many different versions of the book fair from Suntec and then Capital and then now online. So yeah lah.
I believe there are many, many good memories about book fair. Maybe you can share. Is there any particular incident whereby it's quite unique to you?
Yeah, actually got many interesting memories because book fair is the time when you will see all the writers and the artists. And then last time there were also radio DJs, and then like MediaCorp actors and actresses that will come to the book fair. So I remember it was always very exciting, and it's a lot of fun. So my mom, she would bring us to see all the different booths and then show us all the books that we like to read lah. So I think I had a lot of interesting memories from there, especially.
So do you really help out, or you go to booth to read books? You didn't really help out. You just enjoy reading.
We will go and see one whole round lah, because the book fair is quite long. So when I was there, we're not really there to work lah. We're there to help a little bit. So mostly we will just go around and find nice books. And then when we have to help out, then we'll do some helping out here and there lah. Yeah, I think for a lot of, as in for my family, that's kind of it's the regular thing. Every year during the book fair, we will just spend the whole day at Suntec and help with certain things and also read a lot of books.
So can I say when you were young, when people are playing with toys, you are actually reading books?
Yeah, my family we didn't have so much toys. We don't have iPad. We don't have iPhone. So our family we had a lot of books. So like the Bookworm Club, Mr. Kiasu, a lot of books lah. Harry Potter. We will always read. We'll mostly read books lah at home. That's the main
Wow.
pastime.
So the mentioning bookworm, I would assume that girls would like to read books with big specs and heavy specs and all, but
Yeah.
you don't wear spectacles, right?
Oh, I did when I was a kid. Then I did LASIK. But in
Oh,
primary school, it's really like that, wear spectacles, then the bag very heavy, and then go to school, and read books. Yeah.
but for Asiapac, I know you guys specialize in comic. Is it because you really love to read comic? That's why your mom started all this for you?
No, not really. I think it's the other way around. So our mom, she founded the company in 1983. So we always say that her firstborn is the publishing. It's not it's not me and my sisters. And my mom, she loves to read. She grew up reading I don't know if anyone here has read the 小人书, those 连环画 kind of Chinese comic books. But she read a lot of those growing up. And I think probably just, growing up in Singapore during that period, she loves to read, and she read a lot of books in both English and Chinese. So when she started to publish books, she also felt that she wanted to create books similar to the things that she likes to read and to focus on Asian stories for Asian readers.
So I believe big time stories is very applicable to you guys when you were young.
Yeah, I actually, our mom, she used to read us books when we were small. And over the years, I realized that this helps a lot with our studies. So I would say that we didn't have tuition until very late in school.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think people don't realize this. If you read books, right, you don't need to send the kids for tuition. It's true, and the kids, if they love to read and they love to learn, then they will develop their own method lah, and you don't need to, don't need to go for so much tuition class. So like language ability, even just memorizing and understanding concepts. This is all part of reading, and it helps a lot for young children to read. As in, if you read bedtime stories to children when they're young, it will help them a lot later on in life also. So I think I would like to promote reading as an alternative education, especially tuition so expensive. Yeah, I think
So
it's
for all the
really
mothers
worthwhile to
who
read.
are watching the show right now, Ling has already given some tips.
Yeah, I would
actually,
definitely highly recommend it.
we can learn a lot just by reading comics. And I see that the character behind you, they are very signature character from our 金庸小说.
Yeah, this today our VIP for today is Yang Guo and Xiaolong Yu. They are the stars of our new collector's edition, which is the Return of the Condor Heroes. So this is a box set, as you can see. There are 6 volumes, and each book is hardcover.
Wow.
Yeah, so this is a new edition that we just released. So this is the new thing that we want to promote this book fair lah. It's a hardcover edition of the Return of the Condor Hero series. So as you can see, it's a very thick book. Last time we had 18 volumes, so now we've collected it into 6 books, and then it will come in a set box like this. So this is our new publication. This is in English. We also have the Chinese version available on our website.
Wow! So why did you guys decided to bring Return of the Condor Heroes back?
Yeah, so Return of the Condor Heroes, I suppose you and I, we both know Jin Yong is a very famous and very important Chinese writer. His works are very, very well known, and they've been translated into many languages. So for this series, it came out in the 90s, I think the 1996 to 1998 period. And it's one of the most popular titles that we've ever published at Asiapac Books. So I think a few years back, when Jin Yong, unfortunately, he passed away, we started to get a lot of requests from fans. So they keep asking us to republish the book. And then we decided that we'll create a collector's edition so that we can actually preserve the legacy of the book and then also keep the book in circulation now, because it has been out of print for more than 20 years before this.
Yes, all I can remember is 过儿.
Yeah, I think for a lot of us who grew up in the 90s and the 80s period, it's very, very familiar to us.
Yeah, so I think the comic really bring back a lot of very good memories. But maybe you can share with us for this hardcover box set, right? What is the special deal for our book fair audience online now?
Okay, so for the book fair, we wanted to do something special. So we are going to be giving away a free gift with the box set. So is a special limited edition set of postcards. This is new artwork for the new series drawn by the comic artist Huang Zhangming. So this is an exclusive gift for our readers at the book fair. So we hope that we'll get more support and more orders over the next few days. So you can buy the books from the Z shop, or you can buy the books from our website, and then we'll attach the postcards in together with the box set.
And the art is actually signed, right?
Yeah, I should also mention every set of the box set, right, will come with this special limited edition card. So this is a limited edition book plate. So as you can see, there's only 1,000 copies of the books that we are producing, and each copy will be hand signed by the artists Wee Tianbing, Huang Zhangming. So this is really a very collectible edition. This is very exclusive. So we hope that people who are fans of the series, people who are fans of Huang Zhangming's artwork, this is really your only chance to own a very special limited edition box set for the Sentao Xia series.
Wow.
Yeah,
so it's only for our book fair readers. So faster log onto the website, and you are able to bring back this hardcover box set with the limited edition postcard and all. And
just and also we are only making 500 copies English, 500 copies Chinese. So this is a very limited edition product, and we really hope that readers don't miss out on this chance, because we might not reprint the book after this. Yeah.
So it's really limited. And of course, we need to mention the price. Maybe you can let us know how much is this box set.
Okay. So the box set is $288 before GST. This is for the box set with 6 hardcover volumes. In the past, it was 18 volumes. So it's a little bit on the expensive side, but I hope that readers will be assured that, this is really the best quality that you can get. It will be much more durable. It will be much more better printed than the previous editions of the Condor Heroes books. So this is something really for those who are appreciators and collectors of comic books or Jin Yong's works. This series is for you.
And it's at 288 for this box set. And Ling has already mentioned it's limited edition. So I hope the readers act fast. If you are watching this live, please click on the link at the comment. Then you can win our $5 voucher and log on to asiapacbooks.com, and you can get some discount. Okay, so besides this box set. Is there any other books that you can recommend our readers to read for this book
Yeah.
fair?
Okay, so in terms of our other books, so we don't just publish Sentel Xiaoli, of course. In fact, it's one we have many other titles that we publish. So I wanted to recommend those that we published over the last 1 year, but many of you have not been able to see it because of, say, circuit breaker or the lack of promotional activities. So I'll show you guys one by one the books that we've been publishing. So this is one of our newest titles. This is The Legend of Ma Zu, Ma Zu the 传说. This book is a 连环画 style comic book.
I think it's our mom's favorite style.
Yeah, exactly. So actually quite interesting. The artist that drew this, he's very talented in that style. And he's also an artist who draws artwork for temples. So we felt that he's very good at doing this kind of very detailed, kind of illustrated storytelling. And then we felt that doing a book like this is the right approach for a character as important as Ma Zu. As many of you might know, there are many Ma Zu temples in Singapore. So for those of you who are interested in Ma Zu culture, interested in the Ma Zu temples, I think this book will help a lot in giving you the interesting story behind the temples and the culture of Ma Zu. It's
I think
almost like Hua Mulan, I would say.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think a really good thing about a comic is that we actually when we read it, right, we can memorize it better. And
Yes,
so I remember that when I was young, my mom used to force me to remember the history of the Singapore River or some other places. So I think I took a long time to remember, but I think just by reading comic, it makes us memorize it better and know it better, and we have more interest for kids, right?
Yeah, it's so true. Because actually, when you even nowadays, like when we look at things, if you see pictures, it helps you understand and remember things so much better. So I think comics are like that. We find that you can tell the same story with a few pages of comics much easier than if you describe. So that's the case for a lot of our comic books. Like say the Ma Zu story, actually is mostly passed down through oral tradition, or say people write down records like in Wikipedia and all that. But it's not so interesting as if you read the comic book. Yeah, when you read the comic book, then you really feel that this person has a character, has a personality, and then you get to know the person and you're interested in the historical figure.
So now we really need to change the perception that kids who read comic are 坏孩子. Last time
actually it's not true at all.
We're not allowed to read comics.
Yeah, I think in Singapore, especially, it should not be seen that way, lah. We have many educational comic books here, and I think nowadays, if children like to read books with pictures inside, I think it's a good trend because it helps them develop more holistic kind of reading and comprehension skill, and it's better than them looking at the screen, lah. Yeah, that's what I would think also. It's better for their eyes also. Yeah.
So you mentioned that there are a lot of different genres, different topics. So beside this, the Legend of Ma Zu, what other topics or what other comic can you recommend us?
So the other book I want to recommend is Elizabeth Choi, her story. So Elizabeth Choi, I'm sure everyone in Singapore knows who this person is. She's a very, very important war heroine in Singapore. And she's also very well known for many other contributions to Singapore. For example, she helped to set up the School of the Blind. She was a teacher at St. Andrews for many, many years. And she's also one of the first female members of our Legislative Assembly, which is the previous version of Parliament. So she's a very, very important figure in Singapore, and it's a pity that we don't know enough about her. So we did a comic book based on her life story. And in this book, you can read about her childhood, growing up, and then how she came to Singapore, and also there's a little bit about her experience during the war. And it's done by the same team of writer and artists who had worked on our other title, Lieutenant Anand. Lieutenant Anand is also, I'm sure many of you here have heard of him, very famous war hero in Singapore. So these are two kind of new titles that we published over the last 3 years. Elizabeth Choi just came out last year. So this is really, I think, this is something that every Singaporean family should have in their bookshelf lah. It's a very important story about a very important historical figure, and I think it helps to inspire children to have more courage, to have more resilience, and to learn from heroes that grew up in the same place as them. So we have these two books, Elizabeth Choi and Lieutenant Anand. Lieutenant Anand is actually very popular already. Elizabeth Choi is the newer title, so we would recommend that people check these two titles out.
Wow, so I really hope that last time my history is so fun with all the comic and all.
Yeah, I think it's because you see in the history textbook, right? It's only one paragraph on. It's very, very short. It's not very interesting, but when you read the story, you're really inspired, and I think that inspiration is very important. Is what you can get out of a book lah. Which is
So we have some fiction style, we have some documentary style, and lastly, what are the books? What is the book that I think this is your favorite, right?
Yeah, this is one of our newest projects. So Sacred Guardians is, as you can see, is more of a superhero story. So it's a little bit different from the other books that I talked about. This one is fantasy and it's fiction and it's superhero genre. So it's written by a TV screenwriter, Adil, and illustrated by comic artist Alan Bay. And I really love this book because it's very, very colorful, it's very vibrant. And the interesting thing about it is that it's kind of set during the ancient period of Southeast Asia. So we have a lot of interesting details and snippets in the story about different parts of Southeast Asia. So if you're interested in the history of Singapore, this is before the colonial British colony. This is before the 500 years ago. This is like maybe 1,000 plus years ago. So it's a very, very interesting world to kind of get lost in. And we are going to be releasing an audio version of this book very soon. So we're very excited for our readers to have a copy of this book in hand when the audio version is out, so that they can get the full like a audio experience while reading the comic book. So
but what do you mean by audio version? That means while you are reading the comic, there's ching ching chong.
Yeah, so there's sound effects. There's we work with a lot of about 10 plus local actors to voice all the different characters. So that will be very, very fun to listen to. And when it's out, we'll be promoting it again, and we hope that all the readers will be able to enjoy the audio book while reading their comic book as well.
Wow, so now you really bring comic to life.
Yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
There's sound effect and there's voiceover and everything. But what is it about this book that you like the most? Is it the drawing style or the story, or you like superheroes?
Oh, for this book, I think what I like about it the most is just that it's very imaginative lah. Yeah, so I mean, I think like for me, I'm interested in history and I'm interested in culture. But I haven't seen a story that can bring all of it together. And then I feel that like nowadays we all watch the Marvel movies. We're so familiar with the superhero stories, but actually this is very, very exciting, and it's more relatable because the characters are from Southeast Asia. We have a young boy that's growing up in Temasek. So I really enjoyed reading this book because of it's very imaginative but still very relatable to our everyday life. Sometimes when I look at like the small kids in the primary school, they remind me of the characters in this book. So I feel that this is going to be very fun for them to read as well, because they will look at the characters and then they'll they'll think that, oh, okay, you know, the superheroes on the big screen or in the comic books, actually they can be like me, or like my friends. So I think it's a lot of fun to read.
So
And
may
I
I know
think we
how
all
much
need
is
that. Lah.
yeah, so may I know how much is this book if let's say our audience would like to buy, would like to purchase?
This
Ah,
one
so,
is $19.60. It's available on our web store and also on the Z Shop at this current moment. Yeah,
hmm.
so this is a very interesting. Yeah, so it's full color, and you know, we really hope that people will support this project. We are actually quite excited because for this project, there might be a TV show spin-off later on. Yeah, so that one we're still in
Wow.
development about it, but the writer and the team behind this series, they are currently working on a TV show as well.
Okay, okay, you shouldn't say so much because now we want them to buy the comic first and have some
Yeah.
imagination.
Yeah, the TV show is very, very different, but you know, we really hope that people read this book and support the Sacred Guardians project. Yeah, because they are still they'll be working on it for they've been working on it for a few years already, and they'll be continuing going forward also. Yeah.
So go on to this website. Maybe you can show the website again, and
Mm,
you can find all the books that just now
mm.
Ling have already introduced to us. And also, not to forget, remember to click in on our link and win the 100 pieces $5 voucher. Only to one person can only win one, And okay, so maybe lastly, Ling, you can share
Mm.
with us because you are really uh, comic hardcore fan. So
Yeah,
maybe you can
yeah.
share with us what joy do you find when you are reading comic, and what's
Mm.
the maybe some of the difference that you feel about really having a comic book or reading the comic online.
Okay. So I grew up reading comic books, and in fact, I would say that I read more comic books than normal books because I mean, it's just that I have so many comic books in my house, and like say Japanese manga, American Marvel comics. I have read quite a lot of all of that. Archie comics, yeah. So Mr. Kiasu, all of these, I would read the whole series. And I think for comics, there is something that I really enjoy, which is just being able to appreciate the drawing and the art while reading the book also. So I don't know if, like, say, my attention span is a bit limited, but you know, I always prefer to read an illustrated book compared to say like say, you know, 300 pages novel. So for me, like, comics helps me to connect with the, you know, visual or artistic side of storytelling, and it's always more fun and more imaginative for me to read, and that's why I really enjoy to read comics um, from a young age. Although I must say that I also like reading all kinds of books, and I read a lot of non-fiction and fiction and Harry Potter, everything. But comics has a very special place in my life and in my heart because um, to me, it's just something that's always more imaginative and fun. Yeah, and I think that's very important for kids to have these days, especially if, you know, say during the school holidays, they're at home and they need to be entertained and to do something. I think giving them a comic book is great. You know, it's something that's not boring at all, something that's a lot of fun to read. And I think it will help them to, you know, nurture their imagination and help them to, you know, experience in a way, like, you know, the greater no limits to their imagination and creativity.
But do you think that there's a difference between hard copy books and also digital version?
Yeah, I think it's very different. So I think we've been seeing this over the last, I mean, like 10 years or so. People are using devices to read more and more. But for me, I find that I still have both. I use my phone to read. I use my Kindle to read. I would read on the iPad, but somehow the experience is different. I think that for a paper book, you know, it's just a more warm kind of reading experience, And I think it's very important for us to also think about like when we use the devices, right? Sometimes, like let's say if I read something on my phone, right, and then I get the notifications appearing, then I'll feel it's very
You're like
distracting.
distracted.
Yeah, so like say you're reading a story, then wow, very very like engrossed, right? And then suddenly you get a WhatsApp from your boss. Ayo, it's you don't want to. As in, I think a paper book still provides the best experience, lah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I think for me at least, when you see all the books on the shelf, you feel very inspired by it. So for
Mm.
me, the things that in my house is all it's a lot of books. Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel that it's
I think
worthwhile to spend money on books. Yeah.
I do agree with Ling Ying, and reading actually
Mm.
brings a lot of joy to all of us. That's why we
Mm.
have been organizing Singapore Book Fair every year, and hope that all the bookworms and those who really love to read books will all come together, and also
Mm.
get chances to uh, be exposed to more different genres of books. So today, very happy to have Ling Ying with us, and I need to say that she had brought the return of the Condor's hero with us, 神雕侠侣. So
Mm.
log on to the website to purchase it, and it's at a very special price at 288 with limited edition cards and also artist
Mm.
signature. Yay! This is the hard
Yeah.
hardcover
Hardcover.
series,
Yeah.
right? Mm.
Yeah, we even have some color pages inside the book. So I think
Wow.
readers should really I mean, if you visit the website and you have a look at the free chapter, we have a free chapter available to browse. You'll be able to see this amazing book. And we're very, very happy to be able to share it with the book fair viewers today, because at the end of the day, we know that the people who used to go to the book fair and like there's always the autograph session,
Yeah.
and people queuing up to buy the new books. So we are very happy. We hope that people who are watching this book fair live stream will check out this series. Tell your friends about it and support this Singaporean project. Yeah.
So thank you, Ling Ying, and thank you, Asiapac Books, to
Mm.
join us today. And thank you all to our readers and
Mm.
audience at our Goodreads live stream here.
Yeah.
And we only left 2 more days to end our book fair. So do continue to join us and read more books and have fun. Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thanks, Mian. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.